There we go. We will go live with the kitty cat behind me. Hello, peoples. Hi, Lola. Right off the bat, we got Lola in here like, hey, food. I just fed you. Just fed you. Oh, my mom's in here. Thanks, Chris. Thank you for let me know that my mom's in here. God, my teeth look terrible on this stream. I'm all like self-conscious about that. Hey, yeah, that would be Mysterio. Thank you. Yes. I'm gonna have to create like the Lola perch right here. If I keep doing these, and she's just gonna come hang out, this will be like the Lola perch section, whatever. Hi, welcome to Robert Adams' stream where he Englishes, right? Sort of, maybe, possibly, don't know. Really? She's gonna fall over and knock over that Mysterio. I just know it. No? She's a 17-year-old cat, still, like, doesn't really show her age at all. Anyways, treats? I just gave you food, you don't need treats. Welcome to the stream all about my cat. Let's see how this is working so far. So my setup that I'm using here, this is a setup I used to use for Cinefanatics when we used to do Tagline Live. Real quick, I don't know if anyone else, who else is in here besides my brother. Does the concern about like the mouth matching the words, is there a delay, or do I look like an old out of sync film? I'm not gonna name any particular film for sensitivity reasons, but ones that casually did that all the time. So yeah, forgot what I was saying. This is gonna happen a lot. Oh yeah, I originally had this set up for when we did Tagline. We used to do Tagline live instead of like through StreamYard. We used to do it live like in our dining room, and I had this set up with the cameras and everything. And now I'm changing it to this kind of a format. So it's been like what, almost 2 years? What is it? We're in September now. I can't remember, when did we switch off of doing Tagline in the living room and we came to doing Tagline. We came to do Tagline in StreamYard only. I don't remember when that was. It was, I don't even think it was like a year. It wasn't even a year of doing Tagline. It was within the first year we had automatically switched over to the StreamYard setup. So, anyways, yeah, this is me playing with it again, probably for the first time in about 2 years. Otherwise, not much has changed, although I probably should have updated my OBS here before going live just to make sure it was actually working properly, because I haven't updated it since then either, and I completely forgot about that before going live, but hopefully everything seems to be working pretty well. Looking over at YouTube, the picture looks pretty clean. That's pretty nice. That's my one complaint about doing stuff on StreamYard, is that the picture doesn't come out quite as nice and sharp. And we're on the package that only broadcasts at 720, so I haven't splurged for the money to get us up to the 1080p on that, but it kind of like degrades our picture, I believe, for a little bit. So anyways, so far though, this seems to be looking and sounding good. As I crack open a sparkling water from HEB. Because I don't remember what the policy here on YouTube is as far as live streaming. Well, I guess I've done this before. Live streaming while imbibing alcohol. Not necessarily trying to get drunk, but just to have a nice, relaxing beverage. So, because of that, I have decided to try something new. Drinking that sparkling water. That is some refreshing sparkling water. Believable, right? No? Okay, cool. Lego, hello Lego. Yeah. Less sharp equals better. It's a lovely wrinkle reducer. I don't think I really luckily I don't feel like I have any wrinkles that I have to deal with yet. Although, I mean, all the times that we've talked about my Harry Potter scar, I'm trying to see if I can see it. I got to get the light to reflect off my big ass forehead in such a way. Actually, I can't remember where it's at. I wanted to say it was over. Yeah, it's right there. You can I can barely see it on here. But yeah, there's definitely a line up here and then over whatever. Yeah. So you can kind of see it. There's yeah, now that I'm actually looking for it, I can see it. There's quite a nice little line of a bright red area, and that would be, especially cuz now I'm rubbing it. That would be the Harry Potter scar. Might come as a surprise. I'm not Harry Potter. Don't know if anyone thought that, just in case. I'm not Harry Potter. You know what else is really weird about this? No one to talk to. I mean, there's people in the chat. Of course, I can respond to the chat, but generally, uh, normally whenever I'm live on camera, there's someone also live on there to have back and forth with. You don't have that on this, which I might do eventually. I might, if I feel like this does pretty well, I might figure out how to incorporate something like a phone line you can call in. I don't know how that's going to work, because I don't want to be taking calls and then someone just randomly starts throwing out some racist, misogynistic, homophobic shit. I don't need that, not at all. Yeah, it's not so easy, is it? Yeah, you asked that more than once. Why? I didn't think anything was that easy. Oh, I'm drinking my water, by the way. The braggery with this one. I got a Harry Potter scar and you don't. Oh, that's interesting. Um. Oh, it was because I moved it for Lola. I was like, you can't see Mysterio on here. Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, just trying to see how this works. What is today? Today's Friday. It's a gift. Yeah, he has to put up with a lot of my shenanigans. But he's a good little brother, so. Anyways, what else should I talk about? Or should I just like play like some games or something and see how that works? You know, let's try that. Let's try seeing how this works. Does that fix it? Am I still muted? Nothing. I'm not showing anything muted at this point on here.
I cannot hear a word you're saying.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out if it's still muted now. This had like the little eyeball was still covered, but so I took that off. I hear you now.
Did that fix it?
There we go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not so easy, is it?
Oh, shut up.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. So now it works. Cool. Okay, so was that... Yeah. I see what caused that. So, got that in mind now. Welcome to the testing stream where I find out if I know what the hell I'm doing on here. So far the answer is no, but I'm figuring it out as we go along. Good lord. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm like invincible. I can run now. Dude, I haven't played this in like probably about 30 minutes when I was testing this before going live. They weren't short shorts, they're just regular shorts. Hydrating. But no, actually I haven't played this probably in a couple of years at least. I used to play this all the time when I was a kid. Him and his salmon pants. Oh, I used to be able to pull off that move like no problem. Oh, damn it, why is it not working? There we go. It's fun. This is like one of those things like riding a bike. Like, oh, yeah, that's right. Like this, for example, this was a fun move that I remember as a kid. It took me a while to figure out. Let's see if I still got it. There we go. Yeah, that was something that kids had to figure out how to do and maneuver with the joypad or whatever controller thing. Where is it? I think it's actually on the end here. But yeah, remembering how this game works and plays and how you do that. It's all coming back to me. Oh yeah, I can sing on my channel. No one's telling me to shut up. Although I have a feeling if I do that too much, people will just leave. I didn't want to go into World 3. Here's a fun thing. I did not mean to go to World 3. I haven't played World 3 in decades. This was not a world that I had, like, muscle memory on, so I don't know actually what's coming up next. So this will be fun. Why is that blocked there if it doesn't do anything? Yeah. That's a weird thing too, because the video game's over here and the chat's like over on this other side, so yeah. To answer your question, Chris, no, it's not so easy, because people are wanting like, hey, look at my thing I posted in chat, respond to me, and you're looking over on the other side of the room. Oh god, I hate these guys. Oh, that was easy. Maybe I don't hate them that much. Nothing like doing shrooms on a stream. I've never done shrooms in my life, and I'm not promoting that at all whatsoever, so we're gonna stop talking about them. Ooh. Yeah, so that's why many streamers have monitors side by side. So I actually have I don't know if y'all have seen like my setup before, like behind the scenes type of thing. I actually have like my main computer right here. This is where all the stream and everything is going into. And then I have two monitors on the side. This monitor over here I'm not using for anything. I'm playing strictly off of this monitor, and then this one is doing the stream. But yeah, just wanted to test this, see how this looks. Eventually we'll probably do other video games, definitely. God damn it. I plan on using this also to maybe, damn it, I cannot get up there. I want to use this to kind of like talk about like stuff as well. Like, I'm not a big, well, that was a waste. I'm not a big like trying to explain things on Twitter, just because my problem with Twitter is because of the limit of characters. I know you can do like threads, but I feel like if you're trying to convey like all your thoughts in just one tweet, trying to get it out there without like really being able to set up context, it's weird. I didn't have this gaming system, so I only played in a waiting room at a doctor's office when I was there. That was, I mean, for a while when I was a kid, that was the only way I could play Nintendo, is I had to basically go over to a friend's house, whose parents loved him. No, just kidding. I had to go to a friend's house where they had a Nintendo already. My first NES, it took me like over a year. I want to say it was like $100. It took over a year to save up my allowance to get it. So I got the Nintendo. What sucked is by the time I got a Nintendo, Super Nintendo was popular. So I was always like one behind the curve. And then shortly after that, I saved up again. Actually, I got an Sega Genesis, but instead of like having to save up for like a year, I sold like a lot of toys in a garage sale. Damn it. Sold a lot of toys in a garage sale, and that gave me the money to be able to buy a Sega Genesis. But that was like the last video game system I had before joining the military, which was 2000. And then at that point, I believe I got a PlayStation. I think it was a PlayStation 2. Because I really wanted to play Vice City, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Ooh. No, you're supposed to go back. No. Well, that was a stupid jump. Yeah, so I wanted to play Vice City, and I think that was roughly it. Eventually I got a Wii, mainly so I could play like the older Nintendo games, plus like there was like the newer Super Mario Bros. I never liked the Super Mario Brothers when it became 3D. I always liked these side-scrolling Mario. Once it got 3D and you could go up, down, back, forth, wherever, I didn't like that. I didn't like the controls for it. I had a hard time playing it, so I always like skipped out on those games. Look, was all like patient the first time. The second time, just ran in there and just jumped over them. But our princess is in another castle. First gaming system was Atari with Pong. Our mom had that. I don't think it was like actually an Atari, but it was a gaming system that had Pong built into it. And really? It was a gaming system that had Pong built into it, and it had a little slider, so it played like 4 games, but they were all different variations of Pong. Like it would just move the white line. Nope. Damn it. It would move the white line in different places, so it's like, well, this one's tennis, now this one is soccer, or something like that. Otherwise, it was basically the same exact game. It was really weird. But we had that. I don't remember where the mushroom is. I really don't need it, but... But yeah, I got a Wii, I got a Wii U. I liked Mario Kart. Mario Kart was fun. I enjoyed Mario Kart. I had a friend back when Super Nintendo came out. I had a friend, I would go over to her house like all the time, and she had a Super Nintendo with Mario Kart. We would play Mario Kart all the time over there. But that's about it. Otherwise, yeah, I really don't play video games that much. As far as like computer video games, I think I played like Doom briefly. Oh shit, this is where that... This is gonna be fun to do without being like big size. So I don't know how I'm gonna get up there. Get up there, you little plumber. There we go. Yeah, I played like Doom, Duke Nukem 3D. I remember playing those, but that was about it. Look, just warp all the way to World 8. My problem with video games, and it's kind of weird, I heard like a lot of people say, like, if you have like really bad like ADD, ADHD now, they refer to it more as ADHD than ADD. I hear a lot of people that have like ADD and whatnot play video games all the time. I can't do it. Like, I will play, typically I will play for like 5 minutes, and then I'm bored. Like, when I would play Vice City, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I would play it like long enough to, like, I beat the game. I went through the whole game, the story-wise and whatnot, beat it. But then, like, every once in a while I'd be in the mood to play it, and all I would do was just, like, go around, like, snipering people until, like, the military took me out, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm done with this game for today. Bored with it now, let's move on. What else can I go do? Do I want to watch a movie? Do I want to do some laundry? I don't want to do some laundry. Let's watch a movie. Ah, damn it. Every time I do this, I keep hoping I just, like, sporadically hit it, and... Oh, we're running out of time, too. I forgot this is a long world, but the time runs out quick. Luckily, we're almost done. Just gotta climb up these. So the game's too loud? Sure, I turned it down when there's like no sound. Is that better? Run away! Run away! Oh, God. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this. Not doing like any kind of speed runs tonight, so. I've seen, God dang, I've seen people do speed runs of this game and it's insane. I was like, even when I was like good, like in my heyday of playing this game, I don't think I could speed run through it that fast. Get out of here. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. Is there a mushroom somewhere? There's a one-up, which thank God need that. Get up there. There we go. Lost too many lives as is. Oh, you're gonna jump over the cannon. Okay. Oof. Man, that was luck right there. Wow. Yep, better, especially if you keep dying and there's no audio. You little punk. Oh, good lord. Yeah, Chris. We beat Mario 20 minutes into the stream. What do we play now? I mean, I have a massive amount of classic NES games on here. So, almost anything that was like a good classic. Now, some of them are like classic for me, specifically. Like, I don't know if anyone is that familiar with Rainbow Islands. It was a sequel to Bubble Bobble. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Bubble Bobble. But, like, those are ones that I have on here that I'm not certain if they were exactly mainstream. Oh, the Noid? Yeah, I do have, like, for that, I have Yo Noid on here. That was one I played all the time as a kid. I've got Yo Noid as well, so. I think I've got, like, the first 3 Ninja Turtles. I don't know why. I don't think I've beaten any of them. No, I may have beaten the second one. Because that was the one that was actually based off the arcade game. Why did you not jump down to the one in the middle? Where is it at? There it is. So this is key, because this is like your last chance to get the flower, the fire flower, before going to the last world and beating the game. It's much easier to beat Koopa if you have the firepower instead of trying to jump over him or whatever. Yes, the Noid as in Dominoes. It was, I forgot what the game was. It used to be like and this is familiar with a lot of older NES games. It was like a Japanese game, and all they did is they went through the graphics and replaced the main character with graphics of Noid from the Domino's commercials. if y'all aren't familiar, the older commercials for Domino's had this like goofy little character in a red jumpsuit with like rabbit ears called the Noid. And you had to avoid the Noid and go get Domino's pizza or whatever, and the Noid was always trying to steal the pizza or something like that. So they made a video game off of a commercial character. It was fun. Some of it was hard though. I remember that game being very hard. It wasn't near as hard as like Disney video games at the time. Disney's video games were insane. I might have a couple of them on here too. I'm not exactly sure why, but like I remember playing DuckTales or was it Mickey's Mousecapades? Those were extremely hard video games. It was funny because I remember renting them from like Blockbuster Video, and about 5 minutes into playing them when we got home, I'd be like, well, I don't want to play this anymore. And my parents were always like, well, why did we rent the video game? If you're not going to play it for more than 5 minutes, why would you rent the video game? And I was like, because I have ADD. This was before ADD was a thing. It was roughly, I think it was like when I was a teenager. So in the late 90s was when like ADD became like an epidemic type of thing, where more and more people were starting to be aware of it. And so if oh shit, there goes my fire abilities. Damn it. If you had any kind of like, if there seemed to be any kind of like learning deficiency when you were in grade school, the teachers would say, well, maybe he's got ADD and he can't pay attention, he can't focus on class lessons. I suggest you go get him tested. And then of course the parents would go get tested, or the parents would go get their kids tested. The parents would get tested too. Whoa! I forgot he's throwing hammers. Wait, was that true? Winston Marshall's mom is the one that invented Chester Cheetah? That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, so then it's like this whole thing with like ADD became a thing, like, well, he's got a learning disability. Like, I don't know if I'd call that a disability. I mean, I understand it can be for some. There's different levels of it. Like, there's one side of it that was like a lot of like hyperactivity. By the way, when I say things like I don't know if it's a disability, that was like my personal experience with that. Of course, I understand it's a disability because I understand lots of about disabilities and stuff. Like, I am familiar with like the DSM books that actually outline all the, at least I believe it outlines all like the mental disabilities at least. So I'm familiar with that. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I remember hearing about that where it's like every single person that has like some kind of like, if they're just not doing well on their grades, they got ADD. That became your test for if you had ADD. Are your grades slipping? You must have ADD. And And yeah, that led to, especially like late 90s, early 2000s, just a lot of people being diagnosed with it, when I don't feel like people definitely have like a solid grasp on what exactly it is. And that's what I was saying, like there's different aspects of it as well. Like one of the aspects was hyperactivity. I don't remember being that hyperactive. Well, game over. Whatever. I don't remember being that hyperactive as a kid. So I don't think I had that portion of it. I don't know if I do like now. Now ADD, attention deficit disorder, has been reclassed officially in the DSM books. I forgot. I believe the current one we're at right now is DSM-5. It is the official book that like all psychologists, psychiatrists, everyone goes to for diagnosing mental disabilities. And that's when you know it's official. When it lands in that book, that's when it's an official thing that you can diagnose someone with. And that's like the legal, yes, this is officially a disability now. When it got, the last time I checked, when it got classified in the DSM, it was actually classified as ADHD now. They're including the H, which is the hyperactive. So attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I'm still not familiar exactly what that means. I don't believe I was one of those that was like the overdiagnosed person with ADD. But I definitely know of times where I'm like even right now, that was game over. I was almost done with this. I'm like, I really don't want to go through all that again. Is there another video game we want me to play or try or something? Let me do that. I want to do that Yo Noid one. Let me do that real quick and let me see where that's at. There's that Mickey Mouse-capade that I will play for like 2 minutes before I die, and then like, oh, that's it. So yeah, this is the Noid, the mascot from Dom. Look at the year on this, 1990. But yeah, this used to be like an old Japanese game, and they just replaced the graphics of whoever the lead character was to this Noid character. His weapon is a yo-yo. But this game was one of those games, kind of like the Disney ones, that like you get hit once and that's it. So you don't want to touch any bad guys, because they will kill you immediately, and then you start over and that's the end of the game. Needless to say, kind of like again talking about how long I'm able to pay attention to a video game, this is one of those that was like, yeah, I'm done with this for tonight. I don't need to keep playing this. I went through all that and then died. I don't need to keep at it. So that's why I don't play video games that much. That, and I'm like one of those, like, obviously I'm very nostalgic for these older games. So, oof, almost had to start all the way over again. Yeah, this is a weird level, y'all. I don't know why there's a wall of water. Oh, there we go. Alright, start the whole game over again. I really wasn't that far into it, so that's not really a big deal. I'm starting to remember this. This is all like that muscle memory. Like, how long has it been since people have ridden a bicycle? And then the second you get on a bicycle again, like, you instinctively know how to ride that bike. You know how to prop yourself with the proper balance. especially if you're older and weight distribution might be a new thing that you didn't have to care about when you were a kid, and now you do. Because as an adult, you eat a lot of pizza and not so much vegetables. If you're a person with trashy, really, that it was still there. If you're someone with a trashy diet, or you don't have time, it might affect you a bit. But yeah, being able to ride a bicycle, that was... This is one of those, like, force of habit. I'm just holding down the B button, thinking it's gonna help me, like, run. Because of the Mario games doing that. Alright, I don't think the first Mario game did that. I don't think that actually... That functionality didn't actually happen until, like, Mario 3, where you had to... Where if you got, like, the raccoon leaf tail thing, you had to run to build up enough to be able to fly. Oh, we've gotten a lot further this time. Can I make it to the end of the level? Yes, I can. And then there's this weird... This was a weird part of this game, the pizza eating contest. So you have to eat more pizzas than the other person. I feel like there's like a game like on your smartphone nowadays that does this. So he's eating one, so I've got to eat at least two. I would actually go three, so I'm eating two more pizzas than he is, so therefore I beat him. And so there's these little dots on the side that you gotta fill up. So he's gonna eat two, well, I have to eat three to beat him. So now I'm eating just one, because his two negate two of my three. What is, he's got like a couple of fours, I don't have any fours. So I'm actually gonna hit this two, which is gonna double. So now I'm got six. He gave me two, so I'm eating four pizzas there. Oh, he's got a 5 card in there? That sucks. So now I'm gonna sprinkle pepper on it. And he's not eating any. Alright, so there's one, so I've got two more left. This is such a cheesy game. This is really grasping the attention. I'm used to like watching all these, okay, so I've won this. I'm used to watching like all these video games like, oh, I did play some of the Batman Arkham games for a while, where you gotta be like stealthy and sneak up or hide like in shadows or ditches or something. That was fun. I actually really liked that game. But I'm used to seeing that where it's like high graphics, intense, hiding, destroy people. Some of them can get like some really violent effects to it. I'm doing a pizza eating contest. This channel's gonna do very well. Oh, like I hated this level. This is stupid ice. So he still slides. Even though I'm not pushing forward, he'll still slide. At some point, I forgot where it was, but at some point if you get enough of those scrolls, there's the scrolls that have like the pogo stick icon on it. if you get enough of those, you actually get his pogo stick and he bounces around. I don't remember exactly how you get it or how you activate it. Oh, I remember these. These things suck. And these two, these break as you jump on them. Oh, maybe they don't break as fast as I remember them being. Oh, he's throwing curling. I was always wondering as a kid what it is he's throwing. It's curling. Interesting. See, I didn't know what curling was as a kid. I don't know what curling is as an adult either, but I at least recognize that curling disc. That's funny. It's the only time curling. Trying to ice skate uphill. Some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill. That would be the Blade quote for the night. No, but I'm gonna skateboard downhill. Oh, this is so weird. Yes, I am trying to die, apparently. I'm trying to skateboard uphill. Wait, I finished that ice level and didn't have to do the pizza competition again. That was weird. I thought you have to do the pizza competition after all of them. So strange. I figured there's got to be like some kind of interest in watching someone play like these old games like this. Oof. Almost didn't make that. There we go. Yeah, early Tony Hawk, yeah. Before Tony Hawk there was the Noid. So I got like a bunch of threes. Okay, so this seems to be working pretty well so far. So, he's eating one, so I'm gonna eat, like, double my three, so I get to eat five. There we go. I'm halfway done. Oh, we're halfway there. Pepper him. Hot sauce. A red pepper. I like how the pepper, he just immediately like, nope, I'm not eating like with the regular black pepper, but the red pepper, he actually eats the pizzas first and then he goes, I'm not eating that. So essentially, I'm guessing he's puking it. See, I can't compete with his 5, so he can eat 4, but how did you decide on your Illuminati pyramid logo? So it's not Illuminati. I know I'm gonna be explaining this a lot. It is the Greek symbol of change. I just added the maze inside of it. So, and then of course, if anyone recognizes it, of course that's the tattoo on my arm. So that's where it came. It originally came up as like my tattoo, and then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna make that like my overall symbol. Why is it the Greek symbol of change, you ask? Good question. I don't know, like, I was always so, like, for a while I was so stuck in how I act and think and behave, because it was one of those, oh, I remember this level, man, I haven't played this in a while. It was basically an indication, oh, I guess this is where you get the, that's where you get the pogo. I thought it was if you collect enough of the scrolls you get it, but... In the commercials back then, the Noid had this pogo stick also, so I'm glad that... Oh, I forgot it wears off though. Yeah, see, I can't think. Can't keep. I'm gonna need some kind of like a stenographer to read back the minutes on these. What the hell was I talking about? All them propane and propane accessories. God damn it, Bobby. Well, if you're not gonna move... Oh. Yeah, so it was the... using the Greek symbol of change. So first of all, I went with that. I'm not Greek, as far as I know. I actually don't know what my ancestry is. I mean, obviously probably some kind of European, but I don't know the actual... background. I don't think I've like gone back further than like maybe a great-grandparent, in which case Idahoan from Idaho. I don't know of any other I don't know that much further back, so I may have some Greek in me. I don't know. Possibly. I mean, I would assume it's some kind of just generic European. Whatever generic European means. Oh, I'm dead. That's game over. Now I gotta go all the way to the beginning and go through all that again, and I don't want to do that. Oh, actually, I might not. Oh no, I don't have to. Cool. Awesome. This game is like a lot easier than I thought. Although, for some reason, I'm in the mood for pizza tonight. I don't know why. Go figure. Yeah, I don't know exactly what my ancestry is, but I don't know for certain if it's Greek. But I just like the symbol of it. So it prompted me basically to change my mindset and stuff, and this will be stuff that I probably dive more on in the future. It's kind of like being able to dive into stuff like that is kind of the point of doing this stream. To talk about stuff like that, talk about like current events and what's happening and whatnot, and but yeah, so when I was, this will be definitely something I talk about some more because it's definitely going to lead into like my depression and stuff. When I was a kid, I was bullied a lot and was basically always told, like, just shut up and go away, you don't matter, who cares what you think. And now I see that nowadays, and I hate that. I hate the fact that people are silenced and stuff like that. So, now I have changed. I'm a little bit more outspoken. But doing stuff on the internet, like since starting Cinefanatics and stuff, one of the issues I've always had is you've got to be careful what you say now, because unfortunately, thanks to internet and stuff like this, there's a huge court of public opinion. People hear one thing without knowing the context, and this is gonna, by the way, this is gonna come up a lot on my streams. People hear one thing without knowing the context, or they hear a piece of something and think that it means something that it absolutely does not mean. I don't know where y'all got it from, type of thing. So it's a little rough when you yourself are trying to fight back from a lifetime of being told that you don't matter, that you need to shut up and you just do what people tell you, type of thing. Just, you're less of a person. You need to know your place. And now I'm like, no. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. So that's the main idea behind using the symbol for change. The maze on there, in all honesty, oh, I thought that would just jump on him. Like putting Indiana Jones movies in F tier. I mean, here's the thing, like, it's kind of a joke, but I mean, that actually isn't that bad of an example. Knowing that, like, say, Indiana Jones movies are extremely popular, and a lot of people hold those movies, like, near and dear to the hearts. I completely understand that. I completely understand why. Me, personally, I have not been a fan of those kinds of movies. Like, Lord of the Rings, anything that's, like, the fantasy, like that, I haven't been into. Like, as a kid, I wasn't into it. Those kind of archaeology, like the Indiana Jones movies, just really wasn't that into it. As a kid, I was into like superheroes and Ninja Turtles and stuff. Star Wars, Back to the Future. The fantasy elements and stuff, I couldn't get into it. I don't know why, but still, not a huge fan of it. Oh, nope, gonna fall. But yeah, for example, that is a good example of like putting Indiana Jones in F tier. I mean, I hate that that I would want to put it like D or F or whatever, but they just don't mean that much to me. They don't invoke the same kind of feelings that other movies do. Which is part of the fun of doing the marquee. The only thing with it though is like whenever we post the marquee results on Twitter the next day, just seeing everyone seeing everyone explode at some of those results. How could you put Indiana Jones in F tier? Because I'm not a fan of those movies. It's not saying that it's a bad movie. All three of those movies are fantastic movies. I'm just not interested in that kind of movie. How are you not interested in that movie? I don't know. I'm a completely different person. Different background and experiences have led me to a life where I'm just not interested in those kinds of movies. Alright, is he gonna make it all the way across? Who knows? You gonna jump sometime today, or...? Yeah, so the maze in there is just there for design. I just like the idea of the maze. I almost want to call it like an overall, like, meaning of life type of thing. Life is a maze, you need to find your way through it type of whatever. That might be getting a little too, what's it called? Highfalutin or whatever. Oh, I am not jumping while you're looming above. There we go. Beat the game. Or that level, not the game. How much longer is this? I can't remember how long this game, how many levels there are in it. Oh, okay. Well, died right there, right off the bat. Life is a maze, you'll wind up dead and frozen in it. Yeah, nice, Shining reference there. I love that face. That face that he makes at the end of it is so funny. That's a funny thing about that movie, The Shining. Again, the face... Damn it, I cannot get past that water drop. The face that he makes at the end of the movie, what's funny about it is if you know Stanley Kubrick is notorious for doing massive amounts of takes for each shot in his movies. Even to the point where it will drive some of the actors insane. I think I read at one point, was that Scatman Crothers was in that? That, like, he was going completely insane having to film the scene of him and Danny talking at the kitchen table. That they filmed, like, they did like 100 takes of one specific shot. And he was losing his mind. But the actor who played Danny was like, oh, that's cool. However many you want, let's just keep going. And then, of course, there's, like, that movie's notorious for, like, what he put Shelley Duvall through. Making that. Like, he intentionally would drive her crazy just to get, like, that kind of a reaction out of her. Which is messed up. Like, that was, like, to the point of, like, abusing your cast members just to get a shot. Like, ugh. But that was also, like, what, back in the 80s? Or, yeah, back in the 70s when it was filmed. You can't get away with doing that now. I think, like, Sam Raimi did the same with Bruce Campbell in Evil Dead. Like, Bruce Campbell apparently at one point while they were filming, like, twisted his ankle or something. And so in between takes, like, Sam Raimi would just go up and start, like, flicking or poking at his ankle, trying to drive him, like, crazy, to add to that crazy look or whatever he was trying to get out of him when shooting that movie. Like, that's insane. It's the pizza eating contest. Pizza sounds good. I just had pizza the other night though, so I mean it sounds good because pizza always sounds good, but what I want to try that, have y'all seen that DiGiorno that's like, instead of it being stuffed crust, it's just a stuffed pizza? Like, I want to try that. But I haven't been able to find that at the grocery store anywhere. Probably gonna go at this a little bit longer. I mean, I'll probably just finish up this game and then go back into like a chatting, and then we'll just end it that way. Oh, time's up. Whatever. Oh, I gotta start this all over again? You've got to be effing kidding me. Really? You lose the pizza eating? Damn, that sucks. Still easier than the Disney video game. Speaking of Disney, what's that D23 thing was today? I didn't get to see too much of what all was going on. I briefly saw the trailer for Little Mermaid. The visuals on it look cool. I don't know how I feel about her as Ariel, and it's not so much her, because I understand how issues can sound. It's not so much Halle Bailey herself. There's not a way to word this. I don't think she looks good as Ariel, but I think it's more of like the design and the makeup and everything, how they do it on her. Also because of the one clear shot of her in the trailer is very dim and dark and weird, like the downward camera angle. I don't think it looks that good. I want to reserve for seeing a more full trailer, which I know we're gonna get, and see how she looks in that. Like, we barely got like a good shot of her like actually swimming. We just like really just saw her face heading up towards the light at the end of the trailer. So I don't know how exactly I feel as her of her playing Ariel yet. It has nothing to do with her ethnicity at all. I don't have any problem with that. It's just like just how she looks in that shot from what we see in the trailer. I'm not impressed yet. I was a big fan of like Little Mermaid. It came out in 1989. That was a Disney cartoon I liked as a kid. I'm eager to see, I think I said this before on Tagline, I'm eager to see how Melissa McCarthy's going to look as Ursula. Hello, Arrow Owl. Hello, Rachel. You found a new channel. It's not a new channel, I just haven't done jack with it. I've been wanting to do something with this, but I want this. This is going to be like my chill channel. I'll be honest, this may also be my like therapy type of channel, like me being able, kind of going back what I was telling Garth earlier in regards to when I was younger, I always felt like I was told to shut up a lot. I wasn't allowed to speak my mind or anything. And it's not because, like, I'm not an asshole or anything. I don't feel like I'm an asshole. I can be, if you deserve it. But Typically, I'm not. But I want the ability to be able to feel like I can say and have opinions and be accepted and stuff. Chris, it's okay, I'm in the chat. I'll talk again. Thanks, Chris. You barely won that one? I ate like 4 pizzas. I didn't barely win that one. Oh, this is gonna be a rough one. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. Not if he's gonna keep throwing those. So yeah, this is one of those, it might be nice for me to be able to have this kind of an outlet. Especially kind of going back, one of the things I was saying at the beginning is, like, I hate, like, trying to give thoughts and feelings on Twitter, because I don't feel like Twitter is not capable of you being able to get a full thought. I think a lot of the issues and stuff that happen on Twitter are because people aren't able to actually explain themselves. Now, granted, I don't think that's an excuse for the douchebaggery that happens on Twitter. That absolutely happens. 100%. But I think there's also times where I've seen people who are meaning well, but they're not able to properly word in a tweet. And that's one of the things I can't stand about Twitter. Like, Twitter was purposely built to shorten everything so you don't... Yeah, I don't want to do this all over again. So you don't get a chance to actually talk about... So you don't have enough characters to be able to fully explain yourself. And so therefore it's purposely leading into those awkward conversations. Well, no, that's not what I meant. I meant this instead. Let's go Super Mario 3. We'll do this real quick and then... So that's what I want this for, is anything I feel like actually talking about instead of trying to squeeze it into whatever the character limit of Twitter, and instead of trying to squeeze it into there, or like sitting here doing thread upon thread, which I don't know if people are reading all those threads. As far as I can tell, people just read like the first tweet in a thread, and if that first tweet doesn't grab them or whatever, they just like, no, I'm not reading the rest of it. And therefore, they don't know what you actually meant or were trying to say or something like that. Especially if you're someone like me who might not be like the greatest. Get back here! Who might not be the greatest at tweeting. You're gonna have a lot of like thoughts and feelings that don't make it into the tweet, and I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, there's that too, Garth, and I don't want to do that. I know you can do that, I've seen that before, but... So I like it on here where not only can I say what I want to say, but then I can back it up. Like, here's the reason why I'm saying this. Instead of leaving it up to, like, the court of public opinion to try to figure out exactly what exactly I meant, and jumping to conclusions and assumptions and stuff. All just, ugh. I feel like that's what causes... That's what causes drama on Twitter, and drama on Twitter is absolutely the worst. again, nothing worse than trying to figure out how to explain yourself in a limited amount of characters when someone's basically like personally attacking you for some reason or another. Yeah, exactly, Garth. So that was one of the things, like, I saw that trailer earlier, I was like, well, you know what, here's the thing, I'm gonna do this, like, testing stream. I'll talk about it then. I got no problem talking about it then. But it's here in the context of clarification. Because you're absolutely right. I actually saw, like, right after that trailer, the trailer dropped or whatever, I saw people, like, if you go to, what was it, Discussing Films Twitter, there's a whole bunch of people in there like, I don't like the way she looks. And the very first thing is people going, oh, you're racist. Like, no! You cannot like how she looks as Ariel without being racist, without talking about her ethnicity or anything. Like, you missed a gap there. Really, Lola, you want to add to this too? What? Of course. You don't say. Oh. Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. Not that I'm going to be playing this game tonight long enough for this to matter, but if y'all ever want to see how to get a warp whistle... One toot on this whistle will lead you to have a really happy night. Whatever that means. You know what it means. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, like, that would be something I want to talk about here, where in context I could turn around and explain why I don't think she looked good as Ariel. Talking about the lighting and the camera position and whatnot. Just, I don't think that was quite as good of a money shot as it is in the original cartoon. The original cartoon, Ariel, like, swimming up and singing... Well, that doesn't fit. Ariel, like, during the end of Part of Your World where she's swimming up to that hole, that is, like, an iconic shot for that movie. I don't think it worked that well in the live action. Don't know why, it just... But again, I'm gonna hold off, like, fully saying yay or nay to it, but, at least to see a full trailer and not just a tease where it's her swimming, singing a part of Your World. I want to see how they're doing everyone else. So. Duck! Could y'all imagine actually being, like, stuck in something like that in real life? Come on. Come on, Boom Boom. Yes, that character's name was Boom Boom. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna do... That was weird. I'm gonna call it on the gaming for the rest of the night. Yeah, so I feel like this worked pretty well. This looks good. I got all this set up like pretty easily, so I'm liking this so far. There's a couple other things I want to add to it. That I want to do. Like, I want to do more like transitional animations and stuff. Like when I switch from Like right now, it's just got a very, very classic fade from this screen to this screen. Like I want to fix that and do something more dynamic. I don't have a Streamlabs for anyone to send donations into, so congrats! This is a free stream. I mean, it could be free if you want it anyways, but that was up to you. So I don't have that set up. I want to have a lot more things on it. The gaming one, yeah, that's another thing, Garth, is I don't have any mods in here, which that's dangerous at some point. Because that means if I'm over here playing the game and like the Russian sex bots pop up in here, I need to be able to like, I don't even know if I could do that like on here through OBS. Am I able to? I don't know if I'm able to do. Yeah, I'm not able to click on anything in here. I have to switch back over to a regular browser and go to YouTube and ban them that way. So yeah, I want to fix stuff like that. The gaming, as far as the gaming goes, like here, my idea is when people donate, I want it to drop like the gold coins from Mario. I want it to drop like from the top up there down to that pipe, and I want a piranha plant to come up out of that pipe and eat it. I don't know why, it just seems like it would be kind of a fun thing to do. I don't know if my computer here is going to be able to handle something like that graphics wise, because I'm on a Mac computer. This doesn't have like a full built-in gaming like a video card, so a lot of the processing for graphics right now is being handled by my computer's CPU, its processor, rather than a gaming card, which is what typically gamers, especially if you're doing high-end gaming, Call of Duty, Fortnite, stuff like that, if you were running it on your computer, you would typically just go get a gaming computer and play it that way. Like I know my brother does Fortnite. He does it through his Switch, so his Switch is built to handle the graphics of that game. So therefore, he doesn't have to have a gaming computer for that. He plays Jackbox games. That's typically handled through Steam, but I believe it does reside on his computer. So typically we might see like some like lag or something like that. That would be why, is we just need like a higher processing graphics card for that. But yeah, I'm not planning on getting into anything that heavy right now. As we've been streaming, this is telling me that my CPU usage is around like 30%, which is high. Typically I would have thought that this would be this would have put my CPU like around like 10 to 15. So it's a lot higher than I would kind of like it to be, but it's still it's still not like dropping frames or anything, so it still looks good. So yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna just call it a night on that. I don't have anything. I mean, I guess I could be like, oh yeah, you can't hear me because I didn't have my my microphone set up on that screen. So I could just go to be right back and just end the stream with that, and then you don't see me again for like another week or so. I don't know. I'll probably do these kinds of streams. These are going to be like later at night, like around like 10, 11 Central Time, potentially. I'm probably not going to make a schedule. I'll just like periodically throw up on Twitter like, hey, I'm going to go live and like chill or whatever. Do you have questions for me? Do you want to talk about some stuff? I want, like I said, I want to be able to dive into possibly talking about current events, or if there's some kind of a situation. One of the things I used to do a lot with like my friends is kind of be like a mediator for like discussions or thoughts and stuff that they may not be. I don't know why I keep going to that gaming one. Stuff that they couldn't resolve between themselves. So I liked being able to step in and like, okay, well, here's your point, let me give you like a resolution to this. Like, sorry, it might not go out in your favor, but this person's actually correct. I like doing that kind of stuff because I'm always a very logical minded person. So I actually had for quite a while, especially like in 2000s, mid 2010s, I would have my friends would come up and like, hey, can you help me solve this, or what do you think on this? Like, I would get them all the time, wanting to ask me my opinion, my thought, how would you logically resolve this kind of a situation. So I used to get that all the time. I want to do something like that on here as well, because those are always like a lot of fun, being able to figure out situations. So yeah, that's something I would like to do in the future going forward. But yeah, we'll see how this takes off. Not bad. I got 4 viewers right now. I know one of them is actually me in my own YouTube. So I mean, technically I got 3 viewers, and one of them may still be my brother. So thanks Garth and Rachel for being here. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a night. I'm gonna go eat something, and then I'm gonna probably watch something and go to bed. So yeah, stay tuned. Twitter, my Twitter thing down here, Robert Adams MLP. I'll announce whenever I decide I want to go live or what I'm going to do. Especially if there's definitely something to talk about, I would like to be able to do that instead of like trying to again post all my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Twitter. Just I don't like that. Just go back to just chatting. No, I'm not here. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Yes, I will probably add this to Discord at some point, some kind of something or another talking about this. So, yep, y'all will see it there. I will see y'all later. Y'all all have a good night. Thank you for coming here. Hopefully this all worked and looked and sounded well. Cool. I don't know how to end this. Do the YouTube things. Whatever those things you're supposed to do on YouTube that the end of every single video does, do those. I think one of them is to subscribe and a like. Just do that. Especially subscribe, because I don't have like any subscribers on this channel yet. This thing is like under 100. So subscribe if you haven't. I'll do more later. Anyways, good night, y'all. Thank you for coming. See y'all later. Bye-bye. Be right back.